Hi, I'm Marty Nemko. Consciously or not, many people's lives are governed by one of two foundational principles. One is, I'm going to strive to be the best I can be, or I'm going to be good enough to get by. As with many things, there's no right answer, only one that's right for you at the present time. Maybe the following debate's going to help you make your decision consciously. The person who's advocating for best I can be says, it feels wasteful, squandering, to not at least try to be my best, and the progress feels good. The person who's advocating for being just good enough says, it doesn't feel as good as self-acceptance. Besides, whether you're your best or 75% of best will make little difference to you or to the world. Even at 75%, you're still making a living. You'll still not be a slug. And with 7.8 billion people on the planet, the difference in contribution is trivial to the world. Yet I will, with certitude, get to have a much more pleasurable life. It takes lots of effort to go from 75% of capacity to 100. Best I can be, responds. But stasis is ultimately depressing. You just plod along day to day. It almost feels like waiting to die. The person who's advocating for good enough says, not true. With the time and energy you're spending striving for trivial advantage, I'm enjoying life, reading, watching TV, hanging out, having sex, and yes, getting high. You're so worried about being the best you can be that your life will go by with minimal pleasure. Person advocating for best you can be says, you're underestimating the pleasure that comes from striving, seeing growth, making a bigger difference to your friends, to your coworkers, to your customers, even if it's not world-changing. It feels good to see yourself be a better worker, a better romantic partner, better at your hobbies. The other person says, and you're overestimating the benefit of that versus the day in and day out pleasures of having more fun and not worrying all the time about getting better, being your best. But you're underestimating the cosmic obligation to make the most of the gifts you've been given, your time on this earth. The person says, well, we're back to my point about how trivial the difference to the world is between your giving 75% and 100. The best you can be person says, the counter to that is evinced in this old story. A child was strolling along a beach that was covered with thousands of starfish that had been washed ashore. Every so often, the kid stopped and threw a starfish into the ocean. And someone stopped him and said, but don't you realize there are thousands of starfish on this beach and millions of starfish around the world? What possible difference can you make? And the child picked up a starfish, gently tossed it into the ocean, turned to the adult, and said, to him, a very big difference. I love the starfish story and believe its message for most people is ultimately wise, but like all parables, it's simplistic. It takes a lot more effort to live a life of striving, to live up to your potential, than to toss a starfish into the water while strolling on the beach. For some people, especially those who don't have the greatest potential to make a difference, even if they're operating at 100%, the effort may not be, in the cosmic scheme of things, worth it. The question here is, for you, do you want to strive more or less? In any event, I do thank you for watching. I'm Marty Nemko. I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments. I love it when you hit the share button and share on your social media so that my efforts can make a bigger difference. And I am flattered whenever someone subscribes to my channel, my YouTube channel. So again, thanks for watching. I'm Marty Nemko.